This is The Top, where I interview entrepreneurs who are number one or number two in their industry in terms of revenue or customer base. You'll learn how much revenue they're making, what their marketing funnel looks like, and how many customers they have.
I'm now at $20,000 per talk.
5 and 6 million.
He is hell-bent on global domination. We just broke our 100,000 unit sold mark.
And I'm your host, Nathan Latka.
Okay, Top Tribe, this week's winner of the $100 is Rich Jones. Okay, Rich Jones, he is stuck in corporate. He wants to break free. He's binging on the show. For your chance to win $100 every Monday morning, simply subscribe to the podcast right now on iTunes and then text the word Nathan to 33444 to prove that you did it. Many people ask me what tool I used to sell my first company, Heyo. The answer is thetopinbox.com. I used it to send emails, schedule emails to be sent out later, and set reminders inside my inbox so I would know when potential buyers were actually interested, and I easily remember to follow up with ones that hadn't replied to me. You can try it for free at thetopinbox.com. Nathan Latka here. Happy holidays, everyone. Hope you're excited about your upcoming travel plans, and you're really going to enjoy today's episode. Don't forget, though, tune in tomorrow morning and hear from Ian Cullen. He breaks down how to pivot his 50 grand monthly recurring revenue SaaS company into something brand new with his company, Lidero. Top Tribe, good morning. What is going on? Nathan Latka here. Our guest today is Yoseph West. He dreams of a world where accountants and bookkeepers never have to ask their clients for documents. That's why he joined HubDoc to lead growth. Now, previously he co-founded Vuru, a stock analytics platform for retail investors, and led it through its acquisition by Wave Accounting in 2012. Yoseph, are you ready to take us to the top?
Let's do it.
All right, man. Going from a stock analysis platform for retail investors to HubDoc seems like an interesting jump. Tell us more very quickly, kind of about Vuru. You co-founded that, right?
Yeah. So effectively, we wanted to make investing simple. I think that core thesis was a good one. I think other people have executed against that really well. Entirely randomly ended up in the cloud accounting space, and it's amazing. We're experiencing.
Take the randomness out for us. How'd that happen?
So effectively, Vuru was like a free financial tech platform. We were making money off ads, supposedly. And so what we did was we reached out to another company that was doing the same thing called Wave Accounting. They're kind of like mint.com, but for accounting, small business. And asked them for advice. And like, as we talked more, we saw a really strong fit there. And, you know, for them, they were super focused on the micro small business. And so there's a lot of crossover between, you know, personal finances and small business finances. And so they effectively acquired us to kind of lead up the personal finances side of their business.
Was it a strong exit or was it kind of a soft landing?
I would say, you know, soft landing.
Hey, it happens all the time. Don't be embarrassed about it. I wish people talked about it more.
Entirely agreed.
Give us as much detail as you can there. Were you guys just burnt out and it was like, you know what, I just want people to have jobs and I want our customers to be happy? Was it that kind of thinking or what?
I think it's, you know, I think all of us want to work with people that we're excited about. And our team, like we were a pretty small team. It was two of us. We were busting, like, I don't know if I can swear, but you know, we were working really hard.
You can swear.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're like, we're busting ass and making good stuff happen with effectively no budget. And so we put together like a small round at the time. Like, I think what we say as a small round today, back then, which wasn't that long ago, was, you know, we'd talk about 250 grand or 500 grand Canadian dollars, right?
Yep. Was that a note? You did a convertible note or equity?
It would have been an equity round.
Okay.
And so, you know, we're putting together this round. It was with like a local angel group and another set of investors that we knew really well. And we were excited about kind of that part of it. But the angel group, you know, as we talked to them more and more, we felt less and less excited about working with them. And so, you know, we had this relationship with Wave.
Did you close that though, Yoseph? Did you take the money and then the relationship grew sour?
So we were actually in a position where we had both conversations going, because effectively our fundraise was starting to get close to kind of the summer. So we were still in the spring and we're like, okay, if this goes into the summer, we're toast. And effectively we should just create options for ourselves.
Yep.
And so one of those options was Wave. And, when push came to shove, we thought, okay, we like these guys, Wave has gone to do great things. And we felt it would be better to be part of something bigger than work with people that we felt potentially could be destructive to what we were trying to do.
Yep. Okay, let's transition into HubDoc. So tell us what you guys do and how you generate revenue.
Okay, so we operate in the small to medium business cloud accounting space. Effectively, there's this movement to make accounting invisible. So in 5 to 10 years, thanks to not only cloud software, but now it's like picking up steam with like machine learning and artificial intelligence, where the cost of delivering like a high quality set of books for a small business, right now, I would say if you're
like books like taxes or P&Ls, right?
You're accounting as your business, your back office.
Yep.
So I would say today, based on like just purely cloud software, the cost to deliver that set of books is now a third of what it used to be, right? And so it's creating this really big shift in the accounting industry. And I think that cost is only going to go down. And so where HubDoc plays as part of that is every small business needs kind of their source documents to be consolidated. And so if you think about like the bank feed and like mint.com or Wave Accounting or Xero or Intuit, where you log into, Bank of America, you get a bunch of bank feed transactions. We built technology very similar to that, but instead of getting bank feed transactions, we actually get like the source documents. So that's your like bank statements, your receipts. So anything you buy off Amazon, your Verizon bill, your Comcast bill, your utilities, so on and so forth. And we automatically get all that information, extract key data, and push it into the accounting system.
What do you do? Like capture it from like their email inbox or something, from receipts, emails, or what?
So effectively, we've built over 700 web scrapers that go out and log in on your behalf and go and get your Verizon bill, for instance.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And so, we're taking that number from 700 to 7,000 over the next 5 years. And so the core problem that we solve, and we primarily sell to accountants and bookkeepers. So accountants and bookkeepers have this major challenge of getting documents from business owners, right? They spend 30% of their time just trying to do that. And I would say at least half of their interactions with their clients are administrative.
Yeah, it's like, hey, just bumping this email. I need these docs. Taxes are due.
Yeah, and it's kind of shitty to be that person, right?
Yeah, totally.
They don't like it. The business owner doesn't like it. So it's a win-win on both sides. And we've had, excellent success working in this market. And like our NPS on our product, we view our product as a
net promoter score for folks that don't know.
Yeah. Net promoter score. So it's like, how likely are you to recommend HubDoc to your friends or a colleague? And we have an NPS in the 80s, right? And as a reference point, Apple has an NPS of 89, right? Mm-hmm. And we're really early into this journey. We're 2.5 years in this space.
So you launched in Jamie's LinkedIn says 2011 was launch date. Did you guys not launch until 2013, 2014?
So there's kind of two incarnations of HubDoc. There was the personal finance kind of consumer focused HubDoc, which, got some traction, but didn't really work. And so it relaunched in effectively, I guess, perhaps it's a little over 2.5 years, but it launched in end of February, early March of 2014.
Got it.
Yeah.
And how many customers are you serving today in November 2016?
Yeah, so we're at 7,500 small businesses that pay us every month.
And talk to us, because you kind of had growth. So you've got in big, bold letters, hubdoc.com/pricing. You're doing a free 14-day trial, no credit card required. What percentage of people start the trial and at the end put in their credit card and start paying, what is it, $20 a month?
So our model, it looks on the face of it like it's a kind of a straightforward small business SaaS model. Uh-huh. But the way we actually sell is to accountants and bookkeepers, and then they add all of their clients, right? So it's not like $20 a month. It's like if you have 300 clients, you add them all to HubDoc, and it's $5,000 a month.
I see. So when you tell me 7,500 customers, are those accountants and you actually have more customers than that? Or those are the 7,500 are maybe you have 300 accountants you work with, they each sell to, 10 or more of their own clients?
Yeah. So we're at call it 1,000 plus accountant bookkeepers who are paying us today. And then, I would say that 6,500 to 700 or 6,500 to 7,000 small businesses come from that channel. And the rest are just kind of direct small businesses that we pick up along the way.
Okay.
Really love our product. Like I have like a rental property on the side, so I have to do accounting for that.
Got it.
And use HubDoc and Xero and QBO kind of together. And it's really fantastic.
So what's the average customer, of the 7,500 paying you guys per month? If you again just took a weighted average.
In terms of like their profile,
like ARPU, like typical SaaS metric, ARPU, average revenue per user per month.
Yeah. So for the accountant bookkeeper, I'll just speak to that. Like I would say that we have on average about 6 clients per accountant bookkeeper on our platform. For us, we've added over half our business in the last 4 or 5 months, and so for like.
So you real quick, is there's a math as simple as 6 clients times $20? I'm getting, is that the math?
Effectively.
Okay. So about $120 per month on average.
Yeah.
And in order to back in MRR, is the math right to just do $7,500 times 120 to get you guys somewhere near $1 million a month?
So 7,500 is like the small business clients. So you would take like 120 and times it by 1,100.
Oh, got it. You told me that. I missed that. Yeah, sorry. Okay, good. So 120 times 1,100, that makes more sense. Which puts your MRR, just so folks, if you're not doing math, about 132 grand, somewhere around there per month.
Yep.
Okay. Talk to me. You drive growth. You're probably looking at unit economics all day long. What's it cost you to acquire one of these customers?
So everything we've done apart from like paid conferences and stuff like that has primarily been inbound. So our cost of acquisition is pretty low on an accountant bookkeeper. So it's about $350.
Okay. And on average, how many months do they stay with you?
Approximately 32 months.
Okay. So if you've got approximately kind of a 32-month lifetime value, is it fair to just do the math and do 1 divided by 0.3, about 3% churn, gross monthly churn?
Effectively.
Yeah.
Okay. And one of the benefits of our model is effectively that accountants and bookkeepers are always like adding new clients. So while we, churn exists in every SaaS business, we've actually been able to get a negative churn, which has been fantastic for our growth as well.
I was going to ask you that. So I'll just quickly for the audience, net negative revenue churn, which is the term kind of for this kind of thing, is basically when you've built such a strong product that when people sign up and start paying you, the revenue that you upsell current customers each month, if you add up all the upsell revenue, is actually greater than all the lost revenue from other customers. And Yoseph, you're saying you've seen that in some months.
We've seen that pretty much in every month since the has started charging people.
That's great. So what is the lifetime value in terms of dollars? Am I just taking 32 months times 18? So about $563, something around there.
I would say that actually, like, we look at it because we focus on that accountant bookkeeper. I know it's a bit of a, like, it's a little bit.
Yes, you don't care about that number then.
Yeah. So what I would say is, our LTV is, it's still early days. So I would say it's about $3,000 roughly. And so like the ROI on our marketing spend is seemingly amazing, but I would say that, we don't spend enough. We need to invest more. So if any of my colleagues at HubDoc are listening to this, hire more for the market.
Pitching for an increased budget in 2017, right? So how big is your team?
So we're 22 people, 20 in our Toronto office, 2 people in Australia as of this week.
Oh, wow.
It's launched in Australia, which seems like a totally random place to kind of put a second office. But the Australian market is about 3 to 5 years ahead of the American market, in cloud accounting.
Yep.
Which is amazing.
That is interesting. And what is the funding history? You guys self-funded or do you raise capital?
We raised a couple $1 million from a strategic.
Okay. What, like 3?
Like 2.5.
2.5. Okay. And what is that market like in Toronto? Did you raise in Toronto or you raised from US investors?
We raised in Toronto.
Okay. What is the funding market like up there? Was it easy, quick?
I think it depends, right? Like if you're running a consumer product, you need to be in the Valley, you need to be in the US. I think from like a SaaS business perspective, it's actually relatively, like, it's a lot better than it used to be, right? There are funds popping up all the time. People are building real businesses. We're even convincing people who have been in the Valley to come up and join companies in Toronto and Canada. And I think it's just going to keep getting better from here.
That's a good deal. What's your goal? Where would you guys be, at the end of the year? You're sitting at your holiday party and you're popping champagne because you hit X revenue goal. What revenue goal for 2016 would make you guys really happy?
Well, for 2016, like, you mean like in 3 weeks when we're at our holiday party?
Yeah, oh my gosh, I guess it is. I guess it's that close, isn't it? Holy crap.
Yeah, like I can talk about 2017.
Okay, tell me that.
Yeah, so if we go from like 1,000 accountant bookkeepers to 5,000, right? Like, that's amazing. We built our team. Like, we need to go from 1.5 marketing people to a team of 5. And, we just need to, like, every company at our stage, it's amazing and it's fun, but it's also terrible, right? Because you look at the list of 20 things that you kind of suck at. And, across the board, we're all just trying to be better. And I think, going from 1,000 to 5,000 is great. But like, I think the underlying story there is a team that tightened up in every way and just executed extremely well. And I think that's what's super exciting to me.
That's great. And Yoseph, where's the best place for people to connect with you online as you grow over time and work towards that goal?
Yeah, so definitely follow us on Twitter at HubDoc. You can also follow me at YC West. And go to hubdoc.com. We're looking for content marketers, events marketers, marketing ops people, salespeople. We're kind of hiring in every function, including development. So come check us out.
So many of you have heard me talk about wanting to take a company public by the time I turn 30. I'm 27 now, and I have identified what I will build and take public. It's called thetopinbox.com. No questions asked. Here's why. Salespeople hate using tools like Yesware and ToutApp and Salesforce because they don't have to log in and update their pipelines just for their bosses. So I was using this company called The Top Inbox, or something very similar, that allows you to track emails, set open reminders, set auto follow-up sequences to people to make sure you get replies, and to frankly close more deals. In fact, I use this concept to sell my whole business, Heyo.com. I saw when investors opened, when buyers opened, when they replied, I followed up and I sold it. So I bought the whole business. I will take it public. You should get on right now before I decide to start charging for this thing. It's totally free. Thetopinbox.com.
Okay, Top Tribe, I have to tell you, many people go, Nathan, you came out of nowhere. Your website's growing so fast. How'd you do it? The answer is simple. So I use HostGator. I don't know if you guys know that, but I use HostGator. And the reason I do, they have like about 4,500 free templates I can use because I don't code. They've got a great e-commerce plugin. And guys, I bug the heck out of their support. They've got 24/7 support, which I love. So what I've done is I've worked with them. You guys know I make great deals. If you go to HostGator.com/Nathan, you can sign up, get your own domain for 30% off and a 45-day money-back guarantee. Okay, again, I make great deals for you guys. Go to HostGator.com/Nathan to grab that now.
All right, Top Tribe, we'll link to all that goodness in the show notes at nathanlatka.com/the top510. Again, /the top510. All right, Yoseph, last round of questions are the famous 5. These are, again, fast questions, one-word answers. You ready?
Ready.
Number 1, what's your favorite business book?
The Hard Thing About Hard Things.
Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying right now?
I'm actually reading the story of William Rockefeller.
Good one.
It's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
What is it, Titan?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's a big read.
It's a tomb.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of good lessons in there, though. Number 3, what's your favorite online tool, like TopTal?
Online tool. You know what? We just learned about Text Expander, which is awesome. Effectively allows you to create a bunch of keyboard shortcuts for, emails you send regularly. So I can say, I send out the sales email every day to the same people. I can just make the keyboard shortcut like XZ. And anytime I type that on my computer, it populates that full email, which is phenomenal.
Number 4, yes or no, do you get 8 hours of sleep every night?
I wish I was that good. I would say it ranges between 6 and 7.
And what's your situation? Married, single, do you have kids?
Single, so working too hard.
There you go. Hey, nothing wrong with that. And how old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay, so last question, Yoseph. Take us back 8 years. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
Oh, God. I think, I like the hardest thing for anyone who's 20 is to take the long view and think, okay, I've got, a 30 to 40 year career at least ahead of me. And take steps to kind of build towards that, and don't assume everything has to happen tomorrow. It could be 5 years from now. That's okay. Like, there's tons of learning, like optimize for learning is what my core advice would be.
All right, Top Tribe, there you have it. Stay patient from Yoseph West. He's exited one of his companies, now a key part of the founding team and the team currently at HubDoc. They've got over 7,500 customers, have raised $2.5 million, doing somewhere around 130 grand per month in monthly recurring revenue, less than 3% gross monthly churn. Many months have, and almost all months have net negative churn because they're doing a great job upselling with their team of 22 folks focused on making document management for accountants and bookkeepers easier up there in Toronto and now Australia. Yoseph, thank you for taking us to the top.
Thanks so much.
If you enjoyed today's episode with Yoseph, go back and listen to Wyatt yesterday. Wyatt's a 21-year-old who already sold one business, used 500 grand worth of capital to invest in a new business called Demio. His goal is to reinvent webinars. Top Tribe, I love giving away free money. I feel like Oprah giving away cars, and I have something special for you today. How many of you have heard our super sharp guests talk about success they've had with Facebook and Google ads? Well, all of you listening right now, yes, if you're listening, you get $100 in free AdWords. Here's how you get it. Okay. Again, thanks for listening. Get the free $100 from Google, right? When you sign up with my website host provider, HostGator. Go sign up now to get your free money. HostGator.com/Nathan. Again, that's HostGator.com/Nathan. Okay, Top Tribe, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. And don't forget, before you listen to any other episodes, subscribe on iTunes right now for your chance to win $100 every Monday.